So Lucinda to me was there's definitely a visual element to the song more than probably a lot of them. You know, it became clear this was about a woman, but the woman wasn't like a love interest. The woman was someone that unlocked these notions of a guy not being satisfied with his life.
Picked you up on the west Nevada state line. Dropped you off at sundown in the Arizona sky. In the dark of night I turn around to go home. Carolina, don't call me like these jewels and these bones. I was wasting all my 30-second hour pulsing.
This is kind of a classic example of how sometimes you need to invent other characters in order to kind of explore an aspect of yourself, because I feel like, you know, most people are made up of a lot of different people, kind of versions of themselves, and we came up with this character. She was just smart at how she would sort of twist people into, you know, her way of life and her outlook and way of seeing things, whether or not it was based on some quality she actually had or not. I think my favorite line is, she serenaded me, she told me she could sing, but something in her voice told me truth wasn't her thing. Because, you know, to me, singers tell the truth. I mean, the good singers, the ones that matter to me, you know, they tell the truth, and I feel like that's a characteristic of a voice and singing more than just about anything. I just picture long desert roads like the ones in West Texas and New Mexico, where you just don't see where they end, like they end in another state, and the people along them are have characteristics that a lot of us don't have. So this is sort of about this guy who's got some stability and something making him happy, and he just kind of like wanders off and abandons it, and this character, this person kind of leads him to exploring a new part of himself, and once you've opened it up, you kind of can't go back. wrote a song, I played guitar for a lot of years, and I love loud guitar, and I love sort of going off, and it just seemed, I mean, when we first wrote it, it was not like that at all. It was kind of quieter, and I mean, I feel like when we first performed it was sort of like with not even drum set. We just kind of tried to make it a little more esoteric, and I just sort of said, you know, I mean, it needs to be louder and bigger and kind of more fun, more intense maybe. So I love being able to just take off and play guitar for a while and then kind of come back to the world. I don't like to do it too much. I don't like to, you know, I like other people to take care of that most of the time, but sometimes I like to just do that. So it makes it more fun.